Stick to the plan. Listen, anyone can start. Anyone can get excited. Anyone can make a plan. But only if you stay long enough to see that plan come alive. Sticking to the plan is not about feeling motivated every day. It's about committing to the version of you that created the plan in the first place, the version that saw something worth fighting for. Because every great result has a boring middle, a phase where nothing is happening. No applause, no visible progress. Just you, your effort, and your discipline. That's where champions are built. When distractions come, stick to the plan. When fear whispers, stick to the plan. When progress feels slow, stick to the plan. When people don't understand, stick to the plan. The plan is your map, your anchor, your structure, your path out of average. You don't need new goals every week. You need consistency with the ones you already set. The question is simple: will you stay long enough to see the results you want? Because your future doesn't respond to wishful thinking, it responds to consistent action. So today, recommit, re-anchor, refocus. Stick to the plan, not when it's easy, not when it's exciting, but especially when it's quiet. That's how breakthroughs happen. The foundation, why your plan matters. Every transformation begins with a plan. Not a perfect plan, not a complicated plan. Just a plan with direction, intention, and clarity. Most people fail not because they are weak, but because they try to live life improvising. Improvisation is for music. But success, real success, requires structure. Your plan is your structure. It gives your life rails so you don't drift. It gives your mind focus so you don't scatter. It gives your days meaning so you don't waste them. When you wake up with a plan, you're not reacting to life, you're commanding it. But here's the truth: having a plan is one thing, sticking to it is another. That's what separates dreamers from achievers. Sticking to your plan forces you to control your emotions, prioritize your time, build discipline, improve your self-respect, develop consistency, grow your resilience. Every time you stick to your plan, even when it's uncomfortable, you strengthen the part of you that leads your life instead of being dragged by it. This is why sticking to the plan matters. It is the bridge between your intention and your outcome. Understanding the emotional journey. Before you commit to sticking to a plan, you must understand something: your emotions will fight you. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is wired for comfort, not progress. During your journey, you will go through these emotional phases. Excitement phase. The beginning is easy. The vision is fresh. Motivation is high. You feel unstoppable. But excitement is not commitment. Reality phase. The work begins. The routine becomes real. Progress feels slow. This is where most people quit. Not because the plan didn't work, but because they didn't stay long enough to see it work. Resistance phase. Distractions appear. Your mind starts negotiating. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Just one break won't hurt. This is too much. This is the battlefield where sticking to the plan becomes your weapon. Discipline phase. You still feel resistance, but you act anyway. This is maturity. This is growth. This is where you start becoming someone you respect. Momentum phase. The results begin to show. Small wins start stacking. Now the plan feels worth it. Momentum is built through repeated days of sticking to the plan. Identity phase. You begin to see yourself differently. Not as someone trying, but as someone becoming. You don't just have a plan. You are the person who follows through. Understanding these stages prepares you mentally so that when emotions shift, you don't shift with them. Designing a plan you can stick to. Many people fail because their plan is unrealistic. Too heavy. Too complicated. Too vague. A good plan should be simple, easy to execute, clear, no confusion, measurable, you know if you're on track, realistic, challenging but doable, consistent, something you can repeat daily. Here's the structure of a successful plan. One core goal. What is the one thing this plan leads to? Clarity gives you speed. Daily non-negotiables. Small actions you must complete every day. These are the backbone of the plan. Weekly checkpoints, to track progress and make slight adjustments. Boundaries, what you must avoid, people, habits, distractions. Reward system, celebrate progress, even small progress, to reinforce consistency. A plan designed with clarity produces results with certainty. The silent war: distractions, delays, and self-sabotage. When you decide to follow a plan, the universe tests your seriousness. Not with storms, but with small, silent battles. The battle of distractions. Distractions don't always look dangerous. Sometimes they're fun. Sometimes they're comfortable. Sometimes they look harmless. But anything that steals your focus steals your future. This is why sticking to the plan requires you to defeat unplanned social media scrolling, endless chatting, late-night movies, pointless outings, time-wasting relationships, overthinking, trying to impress people who don't matter. Every little distraction has the power to break the chain of your progress. The battle of delays. Procrastination is not laziness, it's avoidance. Avoiding discomfort. Avoiding responsibility. Avoiding the pressure of growth. When you delay today's task, you increase tomorrow's stress. The plan works only when you work it. The battle of self-sabotage. This is the most dangerous one. Self-sabotage sounds like, I don't think I can do this. Maybe this plan isn't for me. This is too much. What if I fail? What if people laugh? Self-sabotage is fear dressed as logic. Sticking to the plan forces you to silence that voice and replace it with intentional action. The power of consistency. Small daily wins. People think success comes from massive effort. No, it comes from small, repeated daily actions. Consistency beats intensity every single time. A single workout won't change your body. One study session won't change your grades. One day of saving won't make you rich. But repeated daily actions? That's where transformation begins. Why consistency matters? It builds habits. Your plan becomes automatic. Effort reduces. Progress increases. It multiplies results. Small daily steps compound over time. It builds trust in yourself. You become someone who keeps promises to yourself, and that builds unstoppable confidence. It creates momentum. Once you start seeing results, sticking to the plan becomes natural. The question is not, can you do it once? The question is, can you do it every day? That's the difference between wishing and winning. Discipline, choosing what you want most over what you want now. Discipline is the engine of your plan. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the power that keeps the fire burning. Discipline is choosing sleep over late-night distractions, focus over comfort, effort over excuses, growth over pleasure, your goals over your mood. Sticking to the plan will force you to become disciplined, and discipline will force your dreams to become real. The truth about discipline, you won't feel like doing it. You'll want to quit. You'll feel tired. You'll want shortcuts. You'll doubt yourself. But you push through anyway. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about not giving up. It's about showing up whether you feel ready or not. It's doing the work even when the emotion is missing. Because the emotion comes after the action, not before. This is how greatness is built. One disciplined day at a time. The boring middle. Where most people give up. Every journey has a shining beginning and a glorious ending, but the middle? The middle is quiet, plain, unexciting. This is the stage where the applause stops, the motivation fades, the results are slow, the work feels repetitive, the vision feels far away, and this is exactly where most people quit. Not because they lacked talent, not because they lacked resources, but because they couldn't survive the boring middle. Why the middle feels boring? Your brain craves novelty, it wants something new, something fresh, something exciting. But your plan is about repetition, doing the same things consistently. Progress becomes invisible in the middle. Growth is happening inside you, not outside you. You can't see it yet, but the foundation is being laid. You lose emotional excitement. Excitement is temporary. Commitment is permanent. How to survive the boring middle. Focus on the process, not the emotion. Break tasks into small wins. Track your consistency, not your feelings. Remind yourself why you started. Accept that boredom is part of mastery. Sticking to the plan requires you to keep moving even when the road looks plain. The middle is not a punishment, it's preparation. The law of accumulation. Every effort counts, nothing you do is ever wasted. Not 1 hour. Not one attempt. Not one day of effort. Everything is accumulating. This is the law of the plan. Every small action adds weight to the final result. Even the days you think you didn't make progress, you did. You built discipline. You built character. You built consistency. You built endurance. Effort accumulates, your repeated actions form solid habits. Knowledge accumulates, each day teaches you something new. Every mistake adds wisdom. Confidence accumulates, every day you stick to the plan strengthens your belief in yourself. Results accumulate, they come slowly, then suddenly. Just like compound interest, you keep planting seeds, then one day everything blooms at once. This is why you must stick to the plan even when results are invisible. Because they're still happening. Dealing with doubt, fear, and failure. No matter how strong you are, doubt will visit you. Fear will whisper. Failure will show up. But these aren't signs to quit, they're signs you're on the right path. Doubt arrives when progress is slow. Your mind asks, is this worth it? Sticking to the plan answers, yes, keep going. Doubt is not a stop sign. It's a test. Fear shows up when your growth threatens your comfort zone. Fear hates progress. The moment you begin improving, fear tries to drag you back. But sticking to the plan means you move with fear, not away from it. Fear is a compass that often points to the direction of growth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the process. Every failure teaches you what doesn't work, how to adjust, how to improve, how to become sharper. Sticking to the plan means failure doesn't stop you, it instructs you. Failure is feedback, not finality. Identity shift. Becoming the person your plan requires commitment. The next level of your life will demand a next level version of you. This is the identity shift. You cannot stick to the plan with your old habits, old excuses, old fears. You must evolve. Sticking to the plan transforms you. Your mindset sharpens, you start thinking long-term, not short-term. Your habits upgrade, you start choosing structure over chaos. Your self-image strengthens, you stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and start seeing yourself as someone who finishes. Your standards rise, you stop tolerating laziness, excuses, and toxic influences. Your confidence grows because nothing builds confidence like keeping your word to yourself. When the identity shifts, the results follow naturally. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You rise to the level of your identity. The power of routine. Anchoring your progress, sticking to the plan becomes easier when your routine supports it. A routine is not a prison. It is a structure that protects your focus, energy, and momentum. Why routine matters. It removes decision fatigue. You don't waste mental energy deciding when to start. Your routine tells you automatically. It creates stability. Chaotic habits create chaotic results. A stable routine creates predictable progress. It reduces procrastination. When your day is structured, procrastination has no room to hide. It saves willpower. You don't need motivation. You need a consistent pattern that your body and mind learn to follow. Building a strong routine. Choose specific times for important tasks. Keep your morning predictable. Pre-plan your day the night before. Remove unnecessary activities. Protect your productive hours. A routine turns your plan from a desire into a lifestyle. The importance of tracking. What gets measured improves. You can't improve what you don't track. You can't fix what you can't see. Tracking your progress is one of the most powerful tools for sticking to the plan. Why tracking works? It keeps you accountable. The numbers don't lie. You see where you're consistent and where you're slipping. Keeps your mind focused. A tracked goal stays alive. An untracked goal fades. It reveals patterns. You begin to notice what helps you succeed and what slows you down. It provides motivation. Small progress becomes visible and encourages you to continue. What to track? Your habits. Your completed tasks, your results, your time usage, your consistency streaks, your distractions. Tracking turns your growth into something measurable, not emotional. Eliminating the weight. Removing what slows you down. Sometimes sticking to the plan isn't hard because the plan is difficult, but because the weight around you is heavy. You can't run fast with unnecessary burdens. What slows people down? People who drain your focus. Some people do not support your growth. Some distract you. Some add zero value. Not everyone deserves access to your time. Habits that waste your energy: scrolling, complaining, overthinking, sleeping late, procrastinating. These are silent killers of your goals. Environments that weaken you. Some places make you lazy. Some make you unfocused. Some make you unproductive. You must redesign your environment to serve your plan. Thoughts that sabotage you. I can't do it. I'm too late. I'm not good enough. These thoughts are weights. Drop them. Sticking to the plan is easier when you eliminate everything that fights your progress. The power of saying no. Your success is not only defined by what you say yes to, but by what you are willing to say no to. Saying no is a skill, a discipline, a boundary. You must say no to time-wasting invitations, irrelevant responsibilities, unnecessary drama, procrastination triggers, emotional manipulation, comfort that kills growth, people who distract from your plan. Why saying no is powerful? It protects your time. Time is your most valuable resource. It protects your focus. Every yes steals attention from your plan. It strengthens your identity. You begin to prioritize the person you are becoming. It creates respect. People respect those who have boundaries. Sticking to the plan means you guard your time like a treasure because it is. Momentum, turning effort into acceleration. Momentum is when your plan begins working with you instead of against you. The beginning is slow. The middle is heavy. But once momentum kicks in, your effort feels lighter, faster, stronger. How momentum starts. 3 days of consistency becomes 1 week, becomes 2 weeks, becomes 1 month, and suddenly you feel unstoppable. Momentum is the reward for not quitting early. Signs you're entering momentum. You don't struggle to start anymore. Your routine feels natural. You feel guilty skipping important tasks, you begin to enjoy the process, results start multiplying. You crave progress, you feel more confident, momentum is your ally, your energy booster, your internal engine. Sticking to the plan long enough brings you into a flow that makes success inevitable. When life gets hard, staying committed during storms, every plan will face pressure. Life will interrupt you. Unexpected problems will arise. Your emotions will swing. Your schedule will be disrupted. But sticking to the plan during storms is what makes you unshakable. Truth: anyone can follow a plan when life is calm. Champions follow it when life gets tough. What storms may look like: financial stress, emotional breakdowns, family issues, health challenges, lost opportunities, delays, rejections, fatigue. These moments don't mean your plan is failing, it means you're being strengthened. How to stick to the plan in hard times. Reduce the plan, don't abandon it. When life hits, do something, not nothing. Even a small step keeps momentum alive. Protect your non-negotiables, hold on to the core habits even if everything else falls apart. Focus on what you can control, stress grows when you fight what's beyond your power. Remember why you started, purpose is stronger than pressure. Reconnect with your why. This teaches you resilience because storms build strength you cannot gain in calm weather. Energy management, fueling your ability to stick to the plan. Sticking to a plan is not just about mental strength, it's about energy. You cannot perform at your best if your energy is constantly drained. 3 types of energy you must protect. Physical energy, your body is your engine. If you're always tired, unfocused, sluggish, or weak, your plan will suffer. To keep physical energy high, sleep well, move your body, eat consciously, avoid energy-draining habits, drink water, limit screen overload. Good energy makes discipline easier. Mental energy, your mind can only carry so much at once. Overthinking and overwhelm destroys productivity. Protect your mental energy. Reduce unnecessary worries, take short breaks, stop multitasking, write things down, declutter your environment. Your mind is sharper when it's not overloaded. Emotional energy. Emotionally draining people, environments, and conversations can kill your motivation. Protect your emotional energy. Distance yourself from negativity, avoid unnecessary conflict, stop explaining yourself to people who don't care, surround yourself with focused individuals. Keep your environment peaceful. People who protect their energy find it easier to stick to their plans. Rebuilding after falling off. How to restart without shame. No one sticks to their plan perfectly. Not even the most disciplined people. Life will interrupt you. You may fall off. You may lose consistency. You may get distracted for a season. But the key is this: falling off is normal. Staying down is optional. How to restart the right way. Don't punish yourself. Shame kills progress. Growth requires self-compassion. Accept responsibility, not excuses, ownership. Tell yourself the truth, then move forward. Restart small. Don't try to start from 100%. Start with easy steps to rebuild confidence. Identify what caused the fall. Was it fear? Was it stress? Was it a distraction? Was it bad planning? Awareness prevents repeated mistakes. Rebuild momentum. Consistency returns faster than you think. The moment you restart, you're back on track. Remember, the plan is not destroyed because you paused. It's destroyed only when you quit. Restart as many times as necessary, but never abandon your vision. Long-term vision. Seeing beyond today, sticking to the plan becomes easier when you think long-term. When your eyes are on the bigger picture, temporary discomfort loses its power over you. Why long-term vision matters. It gives meaning to sacrifice. You can endure pain when you know what it's producing. It kills distractions. When the future is clear, the present becomes focused. It stabilizes your emotions. You don't get easily discouraged by slow days. It pulls you forward. A strong vision acts like gravity. It draws you upward. Build your long-term vision. What do you want your life to look like in 5 years? What kind of person do you want to become? What level of discipline do you desire? What results do you want your plan to produce? Write it. See it. Believe it. A powerful vision keeps you grounded when things get tough. The breakthrough. When the results finally show up, there comes a moment always, when the effort starts speaking. When the work begins to show. When the sacrifices start producing fruit. When your consistency becomes visible. This is the breakthrough zone. It feels sudden, but it's not sudden. It's the accumulation of everything you've been doing. Signs you're entering breakthrough. You feel mentally stronger. You feel more focused, you feel more disciplined, people start noticing your growth, you start achieving small goals faster, your belief in yourself increases, your plan finally feels natural. Breakthrough is the harvest of long-term consistency. The truth: Breakthroughs happen after the point where most people quit. That's why sticking to the plan is everything. Mastery. When the plan becomes part of you, there is a stage where sticking to the plan stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like identity. This is mastery. Mastery happens when you no longer resist the plan, you enjoy the discipline, you feel strange when you skip productive habits, you crave growth, you think differently, you choose responsibility naturally, you value consistency over comfort. The signs of mastery. Your habits lead you without force, you do the right things automatically. You become efficient, tasks that once took hours now take minutes. You become more focused, your attention is sharp, steady, unbroken. You inspire others, people begin asking you how you changed. You become an example. You stop negotiating with your excuses, your standards are too high for laziness. This stage is powerful because the plan is no longer something you follow, it becomes who you are. Protecting your progress. Avoiding complacency. After success begins, many people relax too early. They lose hunger. They drop discipline. They become comfortable. Comfort is the enemy of continuation. Complacency sounds like, I've done enough. I can take it easy now. I don't need to be strict anymore. A little break won't hurt. But comfort kills momentum. How to protect your progress. Stay humble, success is a gift, treat it with respect. Stay hungry, always desire more growth, more discipline, more mastery. Set new goals, when you reach one level, plan the next one. Keep tracking your habits, tracking prevents drifting. Stay around disciplined people, your circle can either elevate or weaken you. Sticking to the plan doesn't stop when you win. It continues so you don't lose your progress. Becoming unstoppable, the mindset of a finisher, many start. Few finish. Very few become unstoppable. Becoming unstoppable is not about being the strongest. It's about being the most committed. The unstoppable mindset includes ruthless focus, you don't follow everything, you follow your plan. Emotional control, you don't let temporary moods ruin permanent goals. Relentless consistency, you show up even when you're tired. Purpose-driven actions, everything you do aligns with your future. Strategic patience, you understand that big results take time. No excuse mentality, you find a way, not an excuse. When you carry this mindset, no distraction can break you, no setback can stop you, no failure can finish you. You become a force, disciplined, focused, committed. Full commitment. The final transformation, the point where sticking to the plan becomes a lifestyle, not a temporary project. What full commitment looks like. You wake up with intention, you take responsibility for every decision, you no longer seek motivation, you act because you must, you build habits that protect your future, you trust the process even when it's silent, you refuse to negotiate your goals. You move with clarity, you honor your own promise to yourself. This is the hour where everything connects, your discipline, your consistency, your identity, your vision, your routines, your habits, your resilience. You become a completely different version of yourself, stronger, sharper, more focused, more unstoppable. Sticking to the plan transforms you. It builds character. It creates results. It shapes your destiny. Your future is not built on wishes, it is built on consistent actions repeated over time. If you commit to sticking to the plan, your success becomes inevitable.